Now to this week's rural news. Here's the Country Hour's Matt Brann.
The Easter long weekend for most of us is about chocolate and camping, but for the NT's cattle industry, it signals the start of the mustering season. Round one is now underway on stations right across the top end, and a dry wet season is making it fairly easy to access cattle, so there's now plenty of them being trucked towards the Darwin port. There was over 10,000 head loaded earlier this week bound for Indonesia, and another 2,000 heads due out on Monday for the Philippines. Stuart Kemp from the NT Livestock Exporters Association says April is shaping up to be a fairly busy one, with cattle getting shipped to a variety of markets.
So most of the Indonesian cattle, feeder cattle, which is the bread and butter, went out January, February, March. So April will be a lot of the smaller markets will be serviced, cow markets and other probably lower quality cattle going into Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, the Philippines.
Live export prices have eased over the last few weeks, and feeder steers to Indonesia are now getting around $3.50 a kilogram. That is still fantastic money, some of the best that NT cattle producers have ever seen. In mining news this week, manganese has started to arrive at the Darwin port, which has come from the Bootu Creek mine north of Tennant Creek. Now, this mine was actually mothballed earlier in the year, and the sale of this leftover ore will be used to pay the entitlements of the ex-Bootu Creek employees. And speaking of mothballed mines, nearly 2 years after its closure, the Country Hour has been given access to the Francis Creek iron ore mine, which is near Pine Creek. As you can see from the pictures here, both of the open pits have now filled up with water. There's a skeleton crew of just 7 people on this site who will be in charge of the environmental and rehabilitation work. The company says the mine could restart if iron ore prices improve. These rural stories and more can be found online if you go searching for NT Country Hour.